Welcome back to Homestead Aquarius. And welcome back to the place of the crazy man that's out here with all his frogs and his lizards. Yeah, all the great things that Mother Nature has to offer. That's what I like to embrace here. What you just saw there was a little green anole. There's two of them chasing each other around. It seems like even in late fall, there's some little patch of ground somebody's got to fight over. That's what they're probably doing, fighting over territory. As long as the sun's hitting them and it warms up their bodies, they're all about that survival, looking for food, trying to make sure that they've got a little patch of ground that's theirs, that they control. The mating rights and the food that's in that area, right? Well, today's going to be a little bit different. A lot of times in Shed Wars, we like to make the videos funny, and I just don't have that today. I do have something planned, but it won't be today. Today's going to be a little bit shorter, maybe. Maybe. I am going to try to make it short. I don't have a lot to show. There's not going to be a fancy weigh-in or an impressive weigh-in today. I did want to bring you a message. You know, we can learn from each other, and I have. I have learned so much in the past years, decades, and everything, and a lot about gardening and different methods. Yeah, lots of things I've learned. I've learned lots. There's another lizard. See, squirrels all the time don't have to be squirrels. Squirrel! But it's another lizard. Yeah. Okay, so back on topic here. My journey with YouTube and my first season of Shed Wars, and we've grown quite fond of Shed Wars. And this first season of brothers and sisters that's come together, that took a chance to get into an awesome collaboration, has been incredible. An incredible experience for me. I've gotten to meet people from all over the country, all over the world, and made some very good friends, and more people that I would like to know in the future a little bit better. But that's the thing about YouTube and all of this working together and spreading our messages and helping one another. Now, let me see where I'm going to go with this. This year, I had much bigger plans, and I've said this before. And so as we're winding down with Shed Wars, I guess I'll say that again. Yeah, much bigger plans. And this is the year 2020, and things have not gone according to my plans. What you're seeing here are some of the remains of my rare selection of rare sweet potatoes there. You see some Egyptian spinach here, also called longevity spinach, little turmeric, little ginger, a few other things scattered around in here. I got so many dang little sweet potatoes. Look at here. You see that? That little joker is growing up in this tub of water. I thought it was all dead in there. But nature had other plans. Nature says it wasn't done yet, so and it's growing. This has not been the year. I lost almost everything in my greenhouse back in the early summer, and that really set me back. There's still some stuff in there. I haven't lost everything. Going to get the greenhouse going back again. I guess this is going to be kind of updates. Now, I wanted to talk to you a little bit and get back to the purpose of Shed Wars, right? The purpose of Shed Wars is to teach people how to grow their own food. skills that have been lost over time, to the easier times that we have now, where we can just go to the grocery store and buy our own food if we've got the money. Okay? There is enough things going on that people are starting to see now that couldn't see it back in the spring. Things that are worrying people. Will there be food? I won't go into a lot of detail myself about any of that. But what I am going to do one more time, I have some new subscribers. There are people that are finding Shed Wars videos and finding my channel. I wanted to offer you up some resources to go to find out a little bit more about that. Now, myself and the other Shed Warriors have put up a lot of videos to teach people how to grow their own food. A lot of the emphasis is on gaining the prize and getting weigh-ins. And we haven't done enough on each of us on an individual basis, I think, to teach as much as we need to and to really bring that message out. I hope that we do a better job of that in the next upcoming season. We've had a lot of teaching that's gone along the way. And so for anybody finding this, look up #ShedWars and you will find a lot of videos teaching you how to grow your food and the results of when it's done. Impressive weigh-ins, remarkable people. I guess I'm just wanting to offer up my thanks to the brothers and sisters that are in this epic collaboration. The graduating class of the first season of Shed Wars. Now, let me show you these, okay? These are channels that I follow religiously. I've mentioned them before, but since we've got new people coming in all the time, I'll do so again. Full Spectrum Survival. Adapt 2030. Ice Age Farmer. Oppenheimer Ranch Project. Suspicious Observers. And Green Gregs. There are many other channels out there. Those are my go-tos that I do not miss an episode of what they have to offer. And recently, well, not just recently, but more and more what I'm seeing recently is that information is being kept away. There's things happening with channels, and some of them are being bad things happening to their channels. Some of these channels I just mentioned, I won't get into a whole lot of it. You can go to their channels and see what I'm talking about. Now, there's people that have watched me before and they've seen this many times. The new people, there's your heads up, okay? Be concerned with where your food is going to come from. That is a message. Be very concerned. Somebody said, well, how concerned should I be? How much food, maybe should I store away? How much of this? The best answer for that I can tell you is more. The magic number is more. If you've got 5 pounds, 10 pounds is better. I can't stress enough all of this, and I can't say enough between the lines to really convey what I would want you to hear. It's becoming critical, and that will be seen in the next few months. It's already being seen by a lot of people. And it's, again, like I've said in the past, the music has stopped. Do you have a chair? It's like a little game of musical chairs. You better get you a chair. Get yourself prepared. That is the message of Shed Wars. It's been my message on my channel since before Shed Wars started. And it was something that I wanted to bring out and that I hoped that we would. Now, the thing I've got to do is get back to that focus. Throughout this year, my first real year of really learning about YouTube and trying to make a lot of videos and supporting people, I became distracted with a few things. Now the heat of the summer is gone and it's a little easier for me to work. And I'm going to get focused back on that now. Yeah, refocused on what I need to be doing and rebuild what I've lost. And I'll be taking you along on that. Today I won't have any weigh-ins. It would only be a few ounces of peppers anyhow. What my main contribution has been is to try to teach people things and to try to encourage the other shed warriors and people all around of what they need to do. Now, I do have my sunchokes. Let's go over there. Way up there, way on up there in the sky, my sunchokes are reaching great heights, all the way down here to the bottom. Now the sunchokes are just about played out now with what they're going to do. It's not yet the very best time to harvest these. This bed of sunchokes that I've got here, it's the first year I've ever grown them. These are one of the most powerful perennial foods that you can add to your property. Like I said before, let me snap off this stalk here. Okay, look at this. Look at this beauty here. All right. Now, technically, I could weigh these flowers since they're edible. They're so pretty. So pretty. I could weigh these flowers. They're edible. I could weigh the leaves. I could do all kinds of things. Right? But that's not what we're going to do today. You'll see all of the strawberries that have scattered themselves all over where I need to put soil. Yep. This has been the crazy year. Now, if you want to go back and look and see about just about anything about sunchokes, I've got several videos from back earlier in the spring, even show you how I made this bed here. It's a grow bed that is totally infused with organic matter, wood, rotten wood, a little bit of quail poo. Yeah, something to make it nice and fluffy. It retains the water. I'm getting real distracted here. I said I was going to make it short. But the sunchokes, I may go ahead and harvest them on a later video to add some poundage to Shed Wars, and then go ahead and replant some of them. I'm a little hesitant to do that, but I'm really anxious to see what's up under there. And I mean, I'm just not going to have a whole lot of weight this year. So there's a good tip for you. Be very focused on what you're doing. Be very focused. And don't lose your focus. That's easy to say and hard to do sometimes. It certainly was for me. There's been some great people that didn't lose their focus like I did. But yeah, so I guess since I'm not weighing anything and I've done blabbed my mouth a little bit, you know, yeah, what the purpose is now for me, just as an update to what I'm doing at my channel, I'll be taking everything back over and getting ready for the spring, getting ready for the fall and winter gardening that I want to do and start getting that out there. But I've got a lot of work to do. But here is another little piece of advice, okay? Do not wait for spring. Start growing something now. I've said that before. You can grow things in the wintertime. You can grow things in your house. Those sweet potatoes that you saw earlier, you can grow those in your house. Sweet potato leaves are edible. And then in the spring, you will have plenty of material to make slips from. You can do that all winter long. Make a great house plant. Now I have got hundreds, if not thousands, of new strawberry plants here. I've got a lot of good things going on, or they're in my head, and I've got to get them out. I have one collaboration that I am going to bring forth that has been occupying a lot of my time thinking about that. But I'm going to bring that out soon. It's going to be pretty exciting. It's a great idea, and I hope that there will be some people that want to join in. And Shed Wars, when we started that, it was difficult to get some people to join us with that. And you can see now there's a lot of people that want the chance to get into Shed Wars when we kick it back off. It's been very popular. And I look forward to seeing all those people. Shed Wars has been a wonderful thing. And we're going to make Shed Wars 2 even better now that folks see the value in what we're doing. I'd like to thank Arkansas Woodcutter very much for everything that he has done to get Shed Wars off the ground. He worked very hard to pull people together. Worked hard to get this thing worked out. And I'd like to offer him back my thanks. Thank you very much, Mark. John at Will It Grow, you've been a good brother. That's another thing that people don't realize is how we're friends, and we sit there and we talk trash on each other, but we're friends, and we mean a lot to each other. These people certainly mean a lot to me. So I know I'm well over 10 minutes now. That's okay though. I've seen some of y'all's long videos as well. But for the sake of being what it is and letting it go on and go, I'll say goodbye. I'll be making another video later on this month to give you a final weigh-in, but it's not going to be that much. But I am interested in seeing what I've got up under here. But I may have a weigh-in later. Right now it's going to be, say about 5 pounds. It's what I've harvested. Not a big harvest at all. And I want to give a shout out to a lady that's just beat the pants off of me, a shed warrior. And the name of her channel is Elizabeth's Adventures, a disabled gardener up in Canada that had a chance to garden, showing people that even if you're in a wheelchair, you can grow your own food, or some of it. And that's the whole point of Shed Wars. Putting this message out there that no matter who you are or what your situation is, most of the time you can do a little something for yourself. And she did. She weighed in more food than I did. She wasn't distracted. She wanted the chance to do something, and she took it. And I tell you what, she has earned my respect, a lot of it, and appreciation for her gardening and showing other people what they can do. She was able to grow more food than me. Now, she did have a little bit of help, but her spirit, to get out there and do the things that she had to do, to leave her apartment in a wheelchair, get on a train ride and take the train over to where they go. I think she had to take a train ride. I think it might have been close to her apartment. I don't know. But the things that she had to go through to garden was just incredible and would stop most people. But not her. She did it. I encourage you to check out Elizabeth's adventures. I will leave a link to her channel and see what she's been able to do. Thank you, Elizabeth, for joining Shed Wars. I would say that if there was an award to go out for, who did the most with what they had to work with and the difficulties and everything that they had to overcome, you'd be the winner for that. And I thank you. So today from Homestead Aquarius, this little Shed Wars update, such as it is, I'm going to let it die. And wish you all a good day, a good night. And ask you once again to be kind to one another. Thank you very much for watching. Check out Elizabeth's adventures. And we'll see you next time.